Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jordine if you're new here. Today's video is going to be a wear test and review on Pat McGrath Labs' new Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer and Blurring Under Eye Powder. So if you're interested in my thoughts, keep on watching. So the product junkie in me is super excited for today's video because you guys, I'm basically going to be doing like a full face of Pat McGrath. Like, can you believe that? But I'm going to start off with primer. I don't have the Pat McGrath primer because if you watched that video, I didn't really see a difference when it came to the primer, unfortunately, and I was kind of upset about the packaging of the primer, so I returned it. I don't have the primer, but I'm going to be using the Urban Decay All Nighter primer. So we're going to be going in with the foundation. This is what the bottle looks like. This is the Skin Fetish Sublime Foundation. I have it in the shade Medium Deep 28. I picked this up. This is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer, and I have it in the shade Medium Deep 23. It's the box. Flips up like the foundation box. Well, the primer box. And this is what the component looks like. Pretty weighty. This feels like it's glass. Is this glass? Yeah, the bottle feels like it's glass. Okay. And then I also picked up the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. Oh, specifically for your under eyes. Okay, because when I looked at this, I was like, this is tiny, but it's made specifically for the under eyes. So, okay. Let's try on the concealer. Again, I have it in the shade MD23. And that is what the applicator looks like. So it's a flat doe foot. Good shade. Ooh, she's thick. It has a slight fragrance to it, but it's not overwhelming. In the concealer, you get 0.16 fluid ounces, which, let me see, is it standard? Probably a little bit of product. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. Oh, yep, standard. Ultra HD has 0.16 fluid ounces as well. All right, so I'm just gonna let the under eye set a bit. Let me just give you some information about the concealer as we do that. So the concealer comes in 36 shades, and it is supposed to be a creamy, lightweight, full coverage concealer with natural radiant matte finish. Radiant matte finish? It's matte. What do they mean by radiant matte? Like, is it supposed to be like light reflecting but still dries down? Let me keep reading. Yeah, radiant matte finish that brightens the under eyes and hides the appearance of blemishes. The coverage is full, finish is natural, but it says that it's a radiant matte finish. Sephora, we gotta get this together. Formulation is liquid, it's good for all skin types, and it has a Vita Serum Complex that helps moisturize and help fight the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Oh, so all the stuff that are in the foundation. I'm gonna go to patmcgrath.com because I feel like all those statements are contradicting each other. And I just want to get the right information for you guys. But while we wait, since I feel like it is matte while I'm blending it out, I'm going to blend out my chin and nose. Mother Pat says that the concealer is full coverage and a natural radiant matte finish. Long wearing, weightless, and endlessly accommodating to the face's most exquisite contours and extreme expressions. It provides a sensuously smooth coverage that becomes one with the skin, mimicking its natural stretch and elasticity sans creasing or caking. No filter required. You said it's not gonna crease or cake. And it helps to illuminate and blur. Okay. Okay, Auntie Pat, this is what you told me. You said it was radiant matte finish, but also natural. All right, I'm gonna go in with the Sephora collection number 71 Pro Concealer Brush because I feel like it's kind of similar to the brush that they were marketing this with. This is full coverage. All right, so that is what one side looks like at the moment. I feel like it is matte. A bit of the coverage kind of diminished right here under the eye area, so I'm gonna add a bit more right there, but right now, I don't know if I'm a fan of the finish, to be honest. Alright, so this is what my complexion is looking like so far. I definitely like the application of the sponge a bit more. I felt like when I was using the brush, it looked a bit dry under my eye area, to be honest. And when I went in with the sponge, it looks a little bit more hydrated at the moment. It's nice coverage. I did put a little bit more in my inner corner just to give me that full coverage that I like in my under eye area because it's pretty dark. But it's okay. It's pretty smooth. The only thing I'm worried about is if it's gonna look dry once I set it with powder. So actually, let's go in with powder. And this is the packaging for the powder. I don't know if I told you guys how much the concealer retailed for, but I think it's $32. Yeah, the concealer is $32, and like I mentioned, it comes in 36 shades. The powder is $30, and that comes in 3 shades. The powder is supposed to be a blendable, ultra weightless under eye setting powder that brightens and blurs for a luminous, soft focus effect. It's light coverage, natural finish, and just a pressed powder that has mica to create an even finish and add sublime radiance to the under eye area. So this is what the powder looks like. Again, it's in the shade Deep. So it's an under eye blurring powder. So the compact is pretty specific for under eye area, right? It's 0.14 ounces or 4 grams of product. Let me see. This is my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter Powder, which I love. This one is number 3 dark, and it's 8 grams or 0.28 ounces. So double the amount of product that you get in the Pat McGrath, but this powder is $45. So they're both kind of expensive. So let's see, because I've been loving this for my under eye area. It just makes it so nice and smooth and blurred, especially for somebody who has dry skin. It doesn't look like powder. So we'll see how this looks. So this looks pretty good. I'm just gonna go in with my sponge just to make sure everything looks smooth. It has like a baby mirror in here. Okay, so this is what my complexion looks like after setting the under eye area and T-zone with the blurring powder from Pat McGrath. It looks pretty smooth. It doesn't look any drier than it looked when I first applied the concealer, so that's good. The powder didn't create any type of texture or anything. Alright guys, it's the end of the night and this is what my makeup is looking like. So I've had this makeup on for 7 hours now. I tried to keep it on for as long as possible and I got a late start to the day, but I think it looks fine. The concealer does look a bit dry to me, like on the under eye area. I feel like with this concealer, definitely less is more. Like it was a thicker consistency, and I feel like you gotta do those little dots. Don't be trying to swipe on so much concealer when it comes to this formula, because it is a thicker, more matte formula. So I feel like it does look a bit more dry on my under eye area. Not too dry, but definitely drier than other formulas that I've been wearing lately. Like for example, one that I really like that I find that is pretty hydrating is this Dior Dior Forever Skin Correct. I like this one and the way that it looks on the skin. It has a radiance to it, and I'm a little confused with what the finish of this is supposed to be, because it says radiant matte but natural. I'm gonna say it's more soft matte, and make sure that you prep with eye cream because it is a bit dry right now. There's a bit of settling on this eye, but for the most part it does look pretty smooth on the complexion. I've had it on for 7 hours like I mentioned, and then the powder is not bad at all. The powder is pretty blurring as well, because I did put some of the powder on my chin, in my forehead, and I feel like the powder is blurring. The powder is not dry, which I like, but I can tell that the concealer is a bit dry. That's the only thing I would say. Like if you have drier under eyes, I would say skip this one. But if you were like wanting to try it, it's a good concealer. Like it's fine. I'm not like overjoyed about it, but I'm still gonna use it. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad. So that's going to be it for today's video. Everything will be linked down in the description box down below if you're interested in trying anything out. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. I will link all my shades in the description box as well if you want references. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up because it helps me out. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.